umuthi nija nikio maundu mahana ugu umuthi ngwika ati ni gwakira muno na ndiriga kuona gukirite nyariwe mundu akuria ukire wika ati nyakuaga agathi kunywira nyumba kema ukinywa rita cigana thina ni kwaga andu na aria mekuo riu ni ithuĩ tikwenda nyore ithe umuthi rituguthite waguthwo ni ithe ugakira riu nona kuma njukire na ndirĩ ndĩrona nginya kĩĩ kĩranjũria ũhingũrire nĩkĩ ũretia. That's how serious it is. Ni ma kiroko ene uguo nĩguo gũthiaga nĩahũrĩte mathabu akona nina ino ndingĩhingũra wĩra kĩroko tukiona nyume hanini jiwe kuna watu watatu wanne wamekuwa hapo na hiyo ndio imenyaga hena kaundu different no oh ngahũrĩra auma akwendaga kũria ka kanyamu ga tokeni no gathondeke ndamwĩra kau no athire Kenya Power kũrĩ metuaga ũguo rĩmwe customer aya rĩ tũmaroraga ũguo tũgakira hiyo ndirakwĩra irio mwĩrĩ ũmũthĩ rĩ mbeũ njĩthĩ no kũrĩra nĩ mũhũragwo faini aiya ũkwenda rĩu ũwĩbange tena ona nĩ mwana serious leo ni serious sawa okay Pelekeni fight huko. Mambo. Sio ndivyo madozi kwa mfuko. Hiyo huwezi choka bila madoo. Lazima madoo zikuwe zinalia vizuri. Sawa. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the like. Karen, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? Me, I'm doing fine. Wow, that's so fine. How is Nakuru County? How is Nakuru County? Kidogo. Yesterday I got rained on. Yesterday it rained very heavily, very heavily. Yes, kwenye kurinyesha. Thank you. Did your praise rain yesterday? Yesterday here it was very, very heavy. Corinne, bonjour, comment. Oh, imekam leo. Now on this side, beans are zimetulia kutulia. Corinne, how are you doing? Yeah, the rain, I think it's now almost everywhere. Yesterday it rained, and yesterday it was very, very tough. Wow. It has been such a long time since I saw such type of a rain. Yesterday it rained very heavily. Goja inyeshe Karen. Let it rain. Let it rain. Showers of blessings. Showers of blessings. Corinne, I'm doing fine. Glad to see you. Wow, yesterday, wow. Yesterday it really rained. Je vais bien. Je suis relax de Texvoil. Corinne, how are you doing? Thank you. I'm doing fine. So current today you are receiving the amount of rain we received yesterday. Ours was very, very heavy, you know. Yeah. The way it is heavy on your side, that's how it was on our side yesterday. Yeah, in fact, even our steamer yesterday was like that, you know. Power used to go off, on, off, on, off, on. That's the way it was. Mm. That's the way it was. Very, very heavy. It was very heavy. Huku ikienda ikinyesha mpaka kesho ndio itengenezwe. Kwa hivyo iko very heavy eh? Wow, that's so good. But even on this side, it look as if it's going to rain, you know. Kuna time ilianza and then all of a sudden, oh, the transformer. Wow. Yeah, just pray that maybe it does not mess up with the transformer. And you know the way Kenya Power is a little bit more sluggish. So and you know today it is on Saturday. So for instance, if your transformer is out, they will come on Monday if they'll be available. You see? Oh, they come on that head. Here I remember there was a time we stayed like 1 week without electricity, and we are within Nairobi, and we are like wondering, you know, why do we even pay power, you know? And it was all about the transformer. So I don't know. Sometimes I think maybe in the rural area they are more active, but here in Nairobi, I think they have a lot of job. Oh, if that is the case, you know, now he has the connections. Eh? He has the connection, so you must be on the grid throughout. Yeah. I agree. If we have such type of a connection, then it is easy. Then it is very, very easy. For my if for my MP is from your area, then you guys are in a better position. Wow, I remember during those days, and you are using the electricity daily, you are like wondering, yeah, when are they going to change this habit? Hmm? Yeah, I agree, because Kenya Power is very, very incompetent. On my side, me, I have always seen Kenya Power to be very, very incompetent. And the way, if you don't pay your bill, wow, they are going to take you out of the grid. But in terms of their services, they are very, very poor. They are very, very poor. But I think nowadays they are a little bit improving. But I think the entire issue about them being the only supplier, the only electricity supplier, comes with a lot of challenge. Because at the end of the day, they have no competition, so they just behave just the way they want. That's now the problem. And in the process, it is we, those people who are paying for that power, we are always affected the most. Hmm? Imagine, imagine, imagine you just buy your token, and then maybe you stay like 2 hours or even an hour without them responding. Hmm? It is such a very bad thing, eh? A very bad thing. You have to call them so that you can tell them. I remember there was a time and their process is very inefficient. I remember there was a time I bought tokens, and then it was for 400, and then I bought it using a long number. One of the number was not correct. So I called them and I told them the issue. They told me I have to go sijui with that number in their office. So many stories. And then I gave up, and that's how my 400 went disappeared into thin air. You know? Yeah. They never even returned them. They just told me, you know what, just come to our offices, and then from there now you start the process. It went through. It went through. Those token numbers, when you put one, uh, I think there are some people who have been assigned that number. Mine, it went through, and in fact it bought. Now when I went to key in, the entire thing was not going on. So I checked the number and I saw that one of the number was not correct. And that's how I lost my 400 Kenya shillings in this economy, in this tough economy. Hmm? Is dating a neighbor a good thing? It all depends. There are those good neighbors who are good, generally good, and there are those neighbors, those neighbors who always see good things in you, and generally they are not good people, you know. And so, then it all depends on how you are feeling that neighbor. There are some neighbors that, like, there is a neighbor who their character, how they behave in life. eh? Is that neighbor a progressive guy? Because there is nothing as bad as, being married by your neighbor, and maybe the only place that neighbor can take you is just the next door, you know. So I don't think it's a bad thing, but it would come with a lot of challenges, especially if that neighbor is not a progressive, maybe guy, or yeah, maybe a progressive guy, because your chances of you just leaving maybe the next door from your home or some few doorsteps uh, might be there, and in the process, in any form of promotions or differences or something of sort, then everything is amplified, and it might be amplified even within your village. But if it's that one neighbor who is maybe serious, and at the end of the day he is very serious to an extent where maybe you can move out of that village and maybe you go elsewhere and you look for life, I think that's a good neighbor. I think that's a good neighbor, and a neighbor that should be given a chance. Yeah. The same thing I say, especially when you really want to marry from your own village. It's a good thing to marry a guy or maybe a girl from your own village. But on the other hand, don't be so rigid to stay in that village. Move out there, meet some more people, meet some more, make some other interest in life, beyond your village, and I believe everything now becomes very, very, very good thing. And like for those guys, during our parents' day, during those old days, our parents really used, most of them, they really used to marry their neighbors. You know, you'd find that maybe this girl was from this village, and the best or the farthest maybe she went was the other village. I think that's a form of a rigid type of lifestyle that I would not really advocate for. You know, but in this modern era, uh, if you have a good neighbor who might say, you know what, I think the chemistry is there, but beyond having our chemistry, let's also move out of this village. I think that relationship can survive. But for this other one, where maybe you are just married in that village, the survival rate for that marriage, I don't think it can really pick up. It is going to have a lot of challenges. Even people in the village will always be saying, X and Z was married by the neighbor. That one, I don't think that one is a good thing. Yeah. Uh, so for me, I think it's a good thing to marry maybe your neighbor, to date that neighbor, but that neighbor should be as much as very, very much progressive. Otherwise, without that neighbor being progressive, I don't see the possibility and the future sustainability of that marriage. That's how I would really put it. Yes. Everyone is doing fine. Everyone is just doing fine. Hmm? So Karen, which neighbor is this one? What about your kids? How are they progressing on Karen? A boy and a girl. Oh, it's a story that you are trying to fabricate. But Karen, there are those ladies that are married by their neighbors. May have seen that in my village. It is something that is real. Yeah? Something that is real. I don't know if you have ever seen, in fact, my neighbor married a girl who was like 10 minutes away from her home. You know? Just 10 minutes away, yes. 10 minutes. Yeah. You know, even that neighbor, I'm telling you, my neighbor, she just married a girl who was just 1, 2, 3 homes, and the girl was there. And they married. And today I think they have 4 kids. But they don't live there. They don't live there. They went to another city and they started life there. Why? You might get a good neighbor. The reason why I was saying that maybe you need a progressive neighbor is because you really want to have maybe someone who is not mentally confined, you know, just about the village issues, you know. But that guy maybe who can see life beyond the village. And that's how that guy did. He went to another city. And I think now it was during those days I was still in yeah, that's the reason I'm saying maybe now you get married and then you move out of that village. You just move out of that village and then you'll be good to go. You just move out of that village. I think that one can work. It is the same reasons why we don't want to go back maybe with our families and stay where our parents are. You know, we don't want to get bothered too much. Hmm? We want them. We want to interact with them when they are a little bit far away. Yeah, but for that guy I'm telling you, I think they have 4 kids. And they rarely come back in the village. They rarely come back in the village. Unless maybe there is something like a funeral or something of sort. But if there is nothing like that, they rarely do come back. And their kids today, they are so many. They are very big. I think they are very big. I think they might have some adults that have completed Form 4 because they married when I was very young. And the girl even tried other neighbors, but it never worked. Wow. maybe that girl. Okay, I might not. I might. You see now the problem is, supposing you are a girl and maybe you are dating some men in the village or some guys in the village. One, there are two possibilities. There is always that guy who really wants maybe that girl, and maybe he is not the first to be given an opportunity. You know, you might also find that maybe this guy who is having this girl at this time, it's kind of a beef that he has with the other one. So the moment maybe the relationship has broken, then the girl has to jump to the other guy. you know but you see, at the end of the day, it's not a serious thing. It's all about maybe a form of maybe a form of what can I say, a form of a game, but not really a serious thing. Yeah, there were those girls that were very, very passionate about their boyfriend. They would really go there. They would really spend a lot of time in their boyfriend's home. Even as growing up, I could see some village girls do the same. They were very, very passionate. Though, as we are saying, especially when those guys are young, 99.9% of those relationships do not, what can I say, do not last beyond, beyond that village type of dating. It does not go beyond that. Because once, for instance, once maybe that girl joins maybe something like college, automatically the boy understands. Yeah, of course, that is what the guy will always think, that you don't have anything to do in your home. But you see, now at the end of the day, even the boys, those boyfriend always know that once that girl maybe goes maybe to college or maybe to the university, the relationship is long gone, and there is nothing that you can do beyond that. And for girls, they are always very, very happy, especially if they are dating those village boys, and then maybe they join something like college. They never appreciate that guy. That village guy. That village guy is always left hanging alone at the end of the day. That's now the tragedy. That's now the tragedy. Yeah, and now that one that one about if they were in the same school. I think if they were the same, maybe in high school, dating is very, very possible. Dating is very, very possible. But wait until one of them goes maybe to a college or to the university. That relationship will never go beyond that form 4. It will never go beyond that. Oh, they went to the same college. Now the possibilities here are also, the possibility now increases if they went to the same college. But now it all depends with, with how now they conduct themselves within the university. Now when you go to the university, you have all type of people. You have your classmates. Maybe some of them are falling in love with you. Apart from your classmates, we have some naughty girls who also love lecturers, and the same for the men. There are those guys who just join campus and now they drastically change. Their conduct change. Maybe in maybe in so the guy was beaten by the father, and he made the guy now to go to a different university. Then the father was very tough. A neighbor even rescued him. The father was very tough. I think the father now had seen the possibility of them ending up together. No, also what can I say? The parental contribution can also make either relationship to be successful or to be terminated at an early stage. That one is also a very critical factor to consider. Wow. So despite the father being so protective or being overprotective, the guy ended up to be a drug addict. Did he complete his university education, or what really happened? You see, now that's the worst element of being so protective about a kid. Let the kid make their own choice. Sometimes I always say that. You see, if you can see them, they have become of age, give them space to think. Give them space to think. Wow. And you see, once maybe a guy from the university has become a drug addict, now that one you have lost a lot. It is an immense loss, because one, that guy future, have been compromised at a very high rate. Two, you also fell into depression as a parent, because you cannot believe that you did put all that effort, maybe your son or your daughter, to go all the way to the campus, and then at the end of the day he or she is a drug addict. That one also put you at a very, very higher risk as a parent. And once a kid is a drug addict, they still go back to the village. That one was very, very tricky. Yeah. Yeah, you see now, when a kid joins maybe campus or something of that, and maybe you can see him, he is having a relationship. In fact, cultivate that relationship. That kid will never go to drugs. But if you are really telling him or her, you know what, I really want you just to focus on your education, blah, 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 blah. And the kid maybe is not so focused on that. In the process, they may go long. But you see, if they are in a relationship, this girl child will always limit some of the things that maybe a boy might have engaged in. So sometimes relationships are also very, very healthy, especially when kids are Yeah, I agree, Karen. There was need to just leave them alone. But and now you see, today the person who is always guilty is the father, because one, maybe this girl got married elsewhere, and but you see now the boy is back in the village, eh? And now he is an addict, and there is nothing that the father can do now. But supposing they were given that space, that man today might be having a family, maybe not with that lady, but maybe with another lady, or maybe with that lady, and their life maybe could have had a better chance than it is today. Mm. I think also when the father tried to separate them, I think the girl was hurt at a very, the girl was very hurt, because if the girl could spend most of her time in that boy's home, I think this idea of the boy's father, separating them was such a very bad thing. The father really missed that boy. The father really missed that boy. The mother was okay. If the mother was, if the mother was really saying that the relationship was good, I would have supported the mother. And today, the mother where she is always maybe complaining and always pointing fingers at the husband. If maybe you could have let our son maybe to do ABCD, maybe he could not have entered into drugs or maybe joined the gang, something of sort. So sometimes it's, yeah, the father was very, very selfish. That being selfish, let them date whomever they want to date. Hmm? Yeah, that's being so selfish. selfish reasons. So guys, we are here and we are really talking about the issue of mental wellness, and we are really asking, is there a need for mental relaxation? And yes, there is need to ensure that we have what we call mental relaxation. And the reasons why we should have mental relaxation, guys, one, it's all about the issue of ensuring that we are able to manage our stress. We are able to eliminate what we may call the negative health effect, and at the end of the day, we are able to improve on our wellness. Wellness is very, very important, and it all comes with the notion of mental relaxation. So relaxation is very, very important, since at the end of the day, when we have the mental relaxation, we are able to lower our blood pressure, we are able to reduce anxiety, we are able to eliminate depression, we are able to ensure that our focus is very clear, we are able also to have what we may call the quality sleep, and even boosting of our mood and energy. Mood and energy, they are also very, very important, especially when especially when we are really relaxing our mind. So mental relaxation also comes with some other benefits, such as the need to eliminate what we may call the physical issue, the physical health issues, and as well as the need to eliminate the chronic diseases. So most of these chronic diseases, when we have some relaxation, then we are able to reduce some of these chronic diseases. And one of the key advantages why we should embrace on mental relaxation is all about the issue of reducing stress. Each and every day we are thinking a lot, we are thinking about this, we are thinking about that. So having the mental relaxation is a very, very good way of calming our mind, of managing our stress, and in the process we remove anxiety and depression, which are very, very prevalent in modern life. The other issue is all about, as we said, enhancing our mood and energy. Having positive mood is a very, very positive thing, and it all comes with what we call the mental health or mental relaxation. This is where we are able to feel, to feel or to have the sense of optimism, as well as boost our overall energy levels. Our energy can only be improved if we are really enabling our mind to relax. The other issue is all about promoting better sleep. Yeah, sleep is very, very important, because at the end of the day, they give us time to improve, and as well as to give our mind time to relax, as well as not to think for a very period of time. The other issue is all about supporting our physical health, as we have said. This is where we are able to reduce issues of high blood pressure, muscle tension, aid digestion, as well as strengthening our immunity. Immunity is also very, very important, and it all comes especially when we are relaxing our mind. Yeah. So why prioritize on relaxation, on mental relaxation? One is all about the element of removing what we call the chronic stress. Chronic stress is always there, and it comes with a lot of challenges. But as a way of ensuring that we eliminate it, we need really need to have what we may call the mental relaxation. Bearing today that we are living in a fast-paced world, where stress is constant, we really need to eliminate the chronic stress that can be detrimental to our health. Our brain and our body, they really, really matter. So we really want to eliminate that. The other issue is all about boosting our productivity. You know, each and every day we are engaged in activities, very many activities, and as a way of really getting new focus, as a way of really enhancing on new energy, we really need to boost on our productivity by always ensuring that we have what we call the mental relaxation. So mental relaxation is very, very instrumental, even for our overall wellness, because at the end of the day, we really desire to enhance on our quality life, which is very, very important. So at the end of the day, we really want to ensure that maintaining that quality life is our obligation, and it all comes with what we are saying, the mental relaxation. So how should we incorporate mental relaxation? We should always schedule, or we should always have some timetable in ensuring that we are able to remove our stress, and this is where we should have our time, our time, where we don't want to have that mental activity, but rather just to relax. This one is very, very important, as a way of enlinching how we really do our things. The other thing that we can also do, we can also find some enjoyable activities. There are those activities that we really love, and those activities that if we can adapt to them, we can be able to to relax our mind. There are those that really love to have a chat with a friend. There are those that really have love to have a coffee all by themselves, like me. And then there are those that really enjoy having a hobby, any form of, and there are those that really love to have an outdoor activity. It is also very, 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 very important for them. The other issue is all about practicing what we call the having the practice technique. This one is also very, very critical, as we have said before. This is where maybe you can do mindfulness. This is where maybe you can do deep thinking. This is where you can do deep breathing, as a way of ensuring that your muscle really, really relaxes. So those are some of the key ways in which we are able now to ensure that we relax our mind, because our mind is the powerhouse, is the powerhouse of ensuring that our health is in good condition, is our powerhouse of ensuring that we make the right decision. Our mind is also our powerhouse of ensuring that we keep growing our ideas, we keep on moving on, we keep on applying resilience, we keep on applying empathy and everything else. And the only way we can be able to do this is all about the aspect of mental rest or mental relaxation. So mental relaxation is very, very instrumental, and we really need to adapt it. We really need to ensure that we apply it each and every day. The moment we do that, we are now able to ensure that we are safe mentally, physically, as well as our holistic wellness. That one is very, very important. So guys, that's all we had today. It was all about having mental relaxation, not really thinking a lot of issues, but rather giving our mind time to grow, to digest some of the key issues that maybe we are facing, and in the process, the entire thing is very, very important. As always, guys, let's meet tomorrow, same place, same time. Thank you, Carlen, for always joining. Thank you, everyone else, Corinne, and everyone else. It's always a very, very good thing. Let's meet tomorrow, guys. Until next time, let's keep on watching, let's keep on supporting this platform, and may God bless you all.